What's up, man? We live. You know, we still got collision going on right now, man. But man, we gonna chop it up in the chat. Your boy Bobby Monsoon is a little bit under the weather, but I'm not gonna leave my AEW people. I'm not gonna leave my AEW people down, man. I ain't gonna leave y'all by. I'm not gonna let y'all down. Voice cracking, nose running. Your boy Bobby Monsoon still showing up to the show, man. It seems like AEW now. I'm gonna have my AEW people come into the chat, right? Cause we gotta be real. Y'all see me last week. I'm under the weather, but it's gonna be the same energy. Y'all see me last week. I put blood and guts over. Now, you know what I mean? Because maybe I'm wrong. This is just a show to set up to go to Full Gear. Cause outside of that, I didn't get nothing to get me out of my seat. I didn't expect it. Blood and guts hold me over for a few weeks. Right now we got Marina Shafir, Megan Bain, and TJ for the women's tag team tournament. I'm not expecting nothing close to what I got last week. I already knew that going into this. I know Full Gear is this Saturday. I got high expectations though. I got high expectations for Full Gear this Saturday. Let me say what's up to the chat, man. You know we gotta chop it up, y'all. The chat broken. Oh man, the chat broken. What? This lagging? Yo, why does this only happen on Wednesdays? He screwed up. Yo, am I lagging, y'all? Oh my God, bro. Why does this only happen on Wednesdays? All right, hold on. Let me try the new sub here. Appreciate that. All right, shout out the new sub, OZ. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me try to figure out. Damn, I might have to go out and come back in. Oh my God, man. Shout out you, OZ, for the new TK, yo. This only happens on Wednesdays. Let me see what the hell is happening. Damn, this joint really lagging? Oh, yeah, hold on. Okay, 500 internal error. Oh, man, I'm going to try to come. The audio is cutting off. All right, hold on. Damn, what the hell is going on, man? Oh, man. So, Des Morris says, it's lagging only on phone, not on the TV. Oh, my God. I can't believe. Oh, my God. The sabotage continues. Let me try to, Paul Levesque is wilder. Bobby, maybe Triple Pinocchio is spreading the code to everyone. I'm pretty sure. Yo, let me know. Am I still lagging, y'all? It's good on mine currently. Triple A. Yo, let me know. Moderators, let me know if I'm still lagging, man, or if I'm good, man. Oh, my God. I think it's done lagging. Okay, all right. Yo, you cannot make this up. This only happens on Wednesdays. Megan Bain and Marina Sharif just beat TJ, you know what I mean? Collision is still on currently. Let me make sure I'm good with the chat, man. Let me make sure I'm good, man. All right. It's fine. Okay. Let me know if we good, man. Now, like I said, I wasn't expecting a blood and guts level of, and once again, if you didn't hear me, shout out OZ for the $2 and a new subscription. I wasn't expecting a blood and guts level pay-per-view tonight or Dynamite tonight. I knew this was going to be just a solid show. Let's just get us the Full Gear, and that's what it was, man. Tony Khan, did y'all see the interview he did with Ariel Helwani? You got some people criticizing, but for me, that was Tony Khan's best interview to date, man. Tony Khan, usually he likes to dance. He likes to pop lock. He likes to break around, dance around the questions. No, Ariel Helwani asked him straight questions. Asked him about Andrade. Asked him about CM Punk. Asked him about Adam Cole. And you know what I mean? We got some direct answers from Tony Khan finally, man. So, yeah, it's an okay show. We gotta be. I'm so happy the chat is keeping it real. It was a cool show. It wasn't. This is not a 10 out of 10. It's not blood and guts. It's barely anything that really got me out my seat. It's a few things interesting happening though. They set up Shelton Benjamin versus Bobby Lashley. That'll be interesting. Shout out Des Moores for the $2. Levesque's booking to make you sick. Yeah, Hill up fair. Yeah, you know, I'm still here. I had to show up for the chat. I had to show up for AEW. Even though, man, I'm like, man, I don't even know what to expect for this show, to be honest. You know what I mean? I just knew they're focusing on blood and guts, man. Please stream post Full Gear. Oh no, we definitely posting on Full Gear. I was just gonna focus on Full Gear this week. But man, we're gonna still go over the Full Gear card. We're gonna talk about the card. We'll talk a little bit about Dynamite. But man, Full Gear, now it has some interesting things happening. We're gonna see Bobby Lashley and we're gonna see Shelton Benjamin. Number 1, number 2 in a gauntlet. Is the Hurt Syndicate, is this the beginning of the end of the Hurt Syndicate? Because where does this put MVP at? It puts MVP in a weird spot, man. It puts MVP, I want to see which side does MVP lean on, man. You going to Full Gear? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. My bread ain't my bread. No. My pockets, my wallet is saying negative, man. Anyone else expected the Death Riders to finally turn on Mox? I don't see it. Not yet. If he tap out again, because he got Kyle O'Reilly and now John Moxley, I think is no disqualification or no holds bars, one of them. If Mox tap out again, maybe, but I don't see it happening at Full Gear, man. I don't see it happening at Full Gear. Not yet. Honestly, I don't even. Man, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, man. It's definitely a hard one to call. Full Gear gonna be fire though, man. That's gonna be fun to watch. Did Triple H do an interview? Nah, he didn't do no interview with Ariel Helwani, man. I enjoyed the Tony Khan interview though. I definitely enjoyed the Tony Khan interview, man. This is what I want to see. Full Gear, man. Oh damn, let me try to get, why the chat ain't up? Hold on, let me try to get the chat up. Damn. Ah, shoot. All right, let me try to get the chat up, y'all. Damn, nah, I don't think it's gonna. All right, this is what I want to see on Full Gear, man. Oh, Mark Briscoe's finally gonna join the family, the Don Callis family, man. Ah, man, this is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be fun to watch. Is Mark Briscoe gonna, because I hear a lot of AEW people telling me, bro, Mark Briscoe is gonna win the TNT championship. I don't see it happening. And if he does, what do you do with, all right, Mark Briscoe beat Kyle Fletcher, now what do you do with Kyle? Do you set him up to the world title picture? I don't know, man. Good interview with Ariel Helwani. Yeah, we're going to go over the interview. It was a solid interview with Ariel Helwani and what's her name? What's that dude name? And Tony Khan. Definitely a solid interview, man. How you know he gonna join? Because if Mark Briscoe loses, right, he has to join the Don Callis family. I feel storyline wise, that's the best way to, like, what better way to end the year off and start the year off as far as the Don Callis family, as far as Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe. It just throws a curveball into everything. Now, if Mark Briscoe wins, and he wins the TNT title, I just feel like that's a little bit anti-climactic for the run Kyle Fletcher has been on. Respect to Mark Briscoe. I think he's a solid competitor. But if Kyle Fletcher gonna lose the TNT title, I want to see somebody like, I personally would say Ricochet, or I want to see somebody else take the title from him, dethrone him. You know what I mean? Except for Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's solid. But come on, man. He can't see the boy Kyle Fletcher, man. Mark might win. He's been getting a lot of W's. Yeah, he's been going over a lot, man. Mark has been going over a lot. But y'all don't want to see Mark join the family? Y'all still want me to clean the cars, to shine the wheels? Nah, man. I think it's good to see Mark Briscoe finally play the intern role, man. WWE is so bad, Bobby slowly. Now I gotta admit, man, I'm a WWE guy. I'm not an AEW sicko, man. But WWE is pushing me, man. It's pushing me. But we're gonna go over the full gear card, man. Who y'all got in this one? The CEO. Currently, she has 13 titles. I'm worried Briscoe might be winning just because of the stipulation. Maybe they give Fletcher the title back. Yeah, facts, Wolf. I could see that. I could see that. Who you got? Mercedes or Statlander? Man. Hold on. They putting me to sleep watching AEW. Yo, I'm happy. We keeping it real. This was just a show to set up Full Gear, y'all. We got to keep it real though. It wasn't like I can't. It wasn't. It was close to nothing really happening on this show. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't expect much at the same time, but man, it's just setting up for Full Gear. I don't even want to make excuses for AEW right now. AEW was on a solid run, and like I keep saying, we cannot expect a 10 out of 10. We can't expect blood and guts every week. I feel like they filled a few spots, you know what I mean? All right, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, like I just said. Okay, cool. They got Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa. They advanced in the tournament. We just seen Marina Shafir and what's her name? Megan Bain. They advanced in this tournament. It was a lot of setups as far as tonight with AEW. Nothing too crazy because we got Full Gear and the expectations are very high. Full Gear. Tony Khan. I'm giving you a pass on this Dynamite. Saturday, I'm paying $50. I want a show that's worth $50. It's no need to snap because Tony Khan, you usually deliver. And I'm going to trust on your resume and your past performance and every time I spent $1 with AEW that I got my money's worth. So, you know what I mean? Make her 20 belt Monet. You Collision is on, bro. Yeah, I'm literally, I got Collision on, man. I don't really watch Collision, so I didn't want to wait to the end of Collision to start streaming. So I'm kind of watching it. I'm interacting with the stream right now. We got Okada, and I think is this Miro? I don't think I ever seen Miro fight Okada and Mascara. Yeah, Mascara is on. All right, I'm probably butchering his name. Let me know, man. Man, so yeah, Mercedes Moné. This will be our 14th belt if she wins. But, you know what I mean? Did y'all see this, y'all? I want to know did y'all see this from Mercedes? This was when she won her 13th belt at Ring of Honor. This was her entrance. Did y'all see this? Ouch. It's not the biggest botch, but Miss CEO, this it's like, ah. I think this is this House of Glory or I think this might be House of Glory or something like that where this happened. Maybe that might be an indication she's not going to win her 14th title. You know that they say the number 13 ain't that lucky. Y'all see that? Man, see if you have all them titles, man, maybe it's too many titles. The entrance can't even stand up straight. Man, you know Mercedes Moné snapped on whoever's in production. Maybe it's her. Maybe she probably snapped the second she got in the back, man. Tony, this is a bad look for your champion title. Yeah. Now to be fair, you gotta expect this when you're in the indies. You know, the budget ain't WWE, it ain't AEW, it ain't TNA. So you know what I mean? Like, I guess they didn't have anything to hold the entrance down. I think my shower curtain probably will hold up better than that. But hey, man, respect the Mercedes. That's a fact. You gotta be fair. That's a fact. She's taking the risk. She's going to the Indies. She's defending the titles, but still is not the best look when you got situations like. But this was her third. Is this a sign of being unlucky? Winning her 13th title, going in to Full Gear to face Chris Statlander. I wonder what's gonna happen because I got a feeling that she's not gonna win, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got something is telling me, man. Full Gear. I feel like Chris Statlander is going to somehow find a way to pull it out, man. Got to give her credit, though. She is willing to wrestle in the high school gym. Yeah, I give her credit for that. Doesn't AEW pay enough? They could, but with her doing this title run, it's like she has to go to the indies to keep racking these titles up. And, you know, Tony Khan, he loves these indie promotions. And somebody made a good case, yo. All these titles she's winning, she's highlighting indie companies. Even though every single one might not be highlighted, I wouldn't know what CMLL was if it wasn't for maybe Mercedes Moné. Ring of Honor, you know, I know Ring of Honor, but when we see Toni Storm with the Ring of Honor belt, she's the main event tonight, you know what I mean? So it's like she's doing a lot for the indies, man. I feel like Statlander definitely needs to win. Statlander needs to win, man, seriously. But we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. It could really go either way. This is what I'm waiting for, man. Where it's at, man. Hold on. We're right here. Do we get MJF coming back Saturday? Let me know in the chat. Do we get MJF coming back Saturday to cash in a contract? The only thing is Tony Khan said, yo, you need to wait a week prior. So he's not going to cash in at least a week. So I guess he could cash it in and just, you know what I mean, say he wants to fight the next pay-per-view, I guess. I don't know, man. If Samoa Joe loses this one, what do we do with him? Is he completely out the title picture? Mercedes Moné is definitely defending her belt. She's defended the CMLL and won the past. Yeah, she's defending them. I respect what Mercedes doing, yo. Hangman barely retains against Joe, and the M's that's what a lot of people are suspecting. MJF coming back at the end of Full Gear. He goes and he reclaims, because I feel like didn't he lose the title at World's End, y'all told me? So he goes and he redeems himself from losing the title at World's End. That's the most obvious thing that could happen right now, man. But what do we do with Samoa Joe after he loses? You didn't beat Hangman one-on-one. If you didn't beat him in the steel cage, it's like, I guess Samoa Joe he's just a solid performer. He's always going to be Samoa Joe, man. And he already had the title. I think MJF returns and calls his shot for World's End. She's all right. She needs more character development. Who you talking about? Dez? Oh, Dupree? MJF calls Tico in private and arranges a contract cash in. Damn! But then Wolf said, he calls TK in private. He calls Tony Khan in private. He arranges the contract situation. Then cashes in. Now, this is the thing. Tony Khan not making that public, that kind of has him in collusion. You know what I mean? It kind of builds a conspiracy angle. Tony Khan is a babyface right now for AEW, man. It's like, that would be fire, but I just don't see that really happening, man. Samoa Joe can stick to the trios title. Yeah, I guess. But even that's starting to get stale, man. Hobbs, Joe, and Shibata. It's cool. The Ops, it's cool. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I say Hangman's definitely gonna retain, man. I don't see there's no way Hangman loses, man. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a fire match. I feel like this gonna be, you know what I mean, in a steel cage. We're gonna get a classic. If we don't get, let me ask y'all something. If we don't get MJF tonight, is that disappointing? Now I know y'all think Tony Khan can't do no wrong. But if we don't get MJF at the end of Full Gear, would that be a little bit disappointing, man? Uh, if I were long-term booking, I keep Hangman the champion, and then a big return feud with Swerve once he's back. Ooh. And Swerve Strickland, he's on the cusp. He's on the brink of coming back, man. He's on the brink of coming back. That'll be fire. That'll be fire. Next week is Cotton. Now, let me ask you, Wolf. All right, you got the Continental Classic. Now the thing is, I'm guessing this is a tournament. Now, at the end of the Continental Classic, what happens? Like, do you get a title shot? Like, what happens at the end of Continental Classic? It would be definitely disappointing if, yeah. MJF has to come back. This show is kind of like, it got a lot of matches that was on the whatever, I forgot what the last show was, but whatever was the last show, it has a lot of rematches that was on the last show. You got Brodito and FTR too. I think it's too early to drop the titles with Brodito, man. They're on such a great run. FTR, you know what I mean? They're on a great hill run right now, but man, I'm loving Brodito as the tag champions. This is a match that could go either way also. Brodito or FTR, man. It most likely will be for the Unified, the title Okada has. Okay, all right. Yeah, Okada, man, he's fighting right now, man. Like, I was about to say Okada needs a good storyline, but he got one of the best storylines right now with Okada and Takeshita. It just, I feel like that storyline needs to pick up, man. They're really, you want to talk about long-term booking, they're really stretching the hell out of the Okada and Takeshita storyline. I'm ready to get to that. I'm ready to see what's that, you know what I mean, going to be like, man. The C2, the Continental 2 is AEW's version of the G1, and the winner faces Okada. Okay, all right. That's going to be interesting, man. Shout out Rich for the $2. Briscoe has earned as the errand boy for the Don Callis family. Yo, that would be so fire, man. I feel like you could get so much good content with Briscoe being the errand boy. You could always put the title on Briscoe. But how many opportunities we gonna have to have Mark Briscoe into the Don Callis family? You know what I mean? That's gonna be fire. MJF or Swerve has to come back. Tony Khan says Will Ospreay, he's looking at in the middle of the year. You know what I mean? Not even beginning of 2026. Ospreay could come back. But you got, you know what I mean? Like Swerve or MJF, either one has to come back, man. Seriously. AEW, the Continental Classic is a 16-man round robin with 2 leagues of 8 guys. Each league fights the most points. The first and second place of each league has a 4-man tournament. All right, at World's End. All right, this gonna be my first Continental Classic, so I'm gonna be paying attention very closely, man. Let's go to see what happened on. Let's see if any. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't see. Yo, let me ask y'all, what we doing with Ricochet, man? He cuts a crazy promo on the Hurt Syndicate. He says, what's his name? MVP got dementia. And, you know what I mean? He starts talking crap about Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley goes through and destroys him, man, to set up Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, which is fire. I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't be mad if Ricochet is somehow, he should still be in the gauntlet match. If he could come out on the gauntlet match, I wouldn't be mad at that, man. Ricochet is a fire talent, dog. I like what he's doing with the demand. I think it's just, the build is so slow for me, man. Like, I feel like we need to put the rocket on Ricochet, man. He's getting better with promos. His in-ring is fire. It's always been fire. But, man, it seems like the storylines are starting to get just a little bit stagnant, especially with this Hurt Syndicate thing. They've been going back and forth. I think Ricochet, he needs the payoff. Bobby Lashley been to the top of the mountain. Shelton Benjamin been to the top of the mountain. Ricochet, he needs his shot, dog, to get to the top. This is first time where he got a faction, right? He got the demand. Like I always say, he's been getting better on the mic. Now it's time to start putting Ricochet in one of these spots. You know what I mean? Put a title on him. Put some type of rocket on him, man. I'm not saying he should have won this match. But a situation needs to happen going into 2026 or somewhere in 2026 where Ricochet, you know what I mean, gets a little bit higher on the card. Have you seen the Casino Gauntlet match yet? Last time was yeah, that's the only one I seen where MJF won. So I seen that's the only Casino Gauntlet match I seen, and I was in Texas when MJF won that. Would be surprised if Ricochet wins. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad, cause think about it. Bobby Lashley could win. Shelton Benjamin could win. That would be cool, man. But I think Ricochet, man, he could really use that win. And if you put that title on Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin, we might be seeing the beginning of the end of the Hurt Syndicate. I think it's too early, but we might see the beginning of the end of the Hurt Syndicate, man. This might be the wedge to go between Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, man. It puts MVP in a weird spot. Mercedes will lose. Bold prediction. Ricochet pins Bobby with heel tactics. That would be fire, Wolf. He said, yo, Ricochet pins Bobby with heel tactics to win the title at Full Gear. Out of everybody in this match, I think Ricochet needs the title, and I think he deserves the title, man. This dude, he said, dog, MVP got dementia because he called the title the wrong. That was fire. That was fire, man. I like what Ricochet been doing, man. I think it's time to, you know what I mean, start putting him up a little bit more on the card, bro. Oh, man, you got the Don Callis family. We put the Young Bucks back to where they're supposed to be. Now, you know, the Don Callis, we've been sending the emails, man. We've been calling the Young Bucks, telling them, look, Full Gear, we need that we need that answer. You gonna join the family or not? Okada, you know Okada just won. Hold on. Okada just, of course he was gonna win on Collision, man. Hold on. Okay, so Don Callis, y'all know I had to pay attention to my man. So now hold on, you got Takeshita and Okada. Are they gonna be fighting at the tailgate versus L Sky team for the CMLL World Trios Championship? Okay. I guess I don't even know. But let's go to the Don Callis family and the Young Bucks. Is the Young Bucks gonna take the Don Callis family offer? Are they gonna go back to being the best tag team the past 1,000 years? They got the pyro back. They got the respect back. Or do they turn it down? Do they not want to stab an old friend in the back by the name of Kenny Omega? This is going to be interesting, man. Okada, Takeshita, and Horatio challenge. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we just seen that for the CMLL World Champion titles. A lot of story building tonight. George, that's what it was, man. We doing a lot of slow building tonight, man. A lot of slow building. Not the most entertaining episode of Dynamite, but like I said, Blood and Guts could hold me over 2 weeks. We got 52 weeks in a year. Right on the cusp of Full Gear. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting a lot to begin with. I got a picture of Triple H with the IC title, and John is invisible. Oh, yeah, I seen that. Takeshita or Takeshita. What? I don't get that, Hills Advocate. Takeshita or Takeshita. Bucks turn face and reunite the Elite. I think that's pretty obvious it's gonna happen. So we got Chris Statlander coming out. I didn't even know she fought tonight. So I guess Chris Statlander, she about to come out and do a promo. Let me see what else going on. Oh man. This is it. Yo, him and Speedball Mike Bailey had a solid match, man. For a second, I thought Speedball was gonna get. If you watch this match, Speedball kind of dominated this whole match, man. It was just, that Shelton Benjamin. It just wasn't gonna happen, man. The bull is too much. But man, he got his eyes set on that title. The same title that Bobby Lashley has his eyes set on. Statlander on commentary for Mercedes match. Okay, all right, bet. It's pronounced Takeshita or Takeshita. Oh, it's Takeshita. I'm probably butchering it. Usually the AEW people let me know if I'm butchering or not. Now we got another. We got Mina Shirakawa, Tony Storm advancing in the tournament. But I think this tournament is no way Marina Shafir and what's her name? And Mega Bane not going over. Full Gear will be lit. Yeah, fat. Takeshita. Takeshita. You saying it right. Takeshita. Yeah, y'all know I'm still trying to get used to these names, man. To catch the all right, good looking delay grass. To catch the yo, good looking. But man, how y'all feel about this though, real quick, man? Kyle O'Reilly, Jon Moxley. He tried to break Jon Moxley ankle. He tried to detach his ankle from his leg, man. If Moxley taps again Saturday, oh my God, bro. But he's doing a lot putting Kyle O'Reilly over. You know what I mean? For me, Kyle O'Reilly was like, I thought he was just another jobber, but I'm liking his submission moves. I like what he did at Blood and Guts. I like the matches he had even before that with Jon Moxley. You know what I mean? He's doing a good job of putting Jon Moxley over, man. No holds bars. Yeah, they're gonna go in. We're gonna get a no holds bars match from Kyle, but then no holds bars. Now you got the Death Riders coming on. Then you're gonna have the Conglomerate coming. It's like serious. Kyle is the best Kyle. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting, man. No holds bars at AEW means all felonies allowed. Yeah, I think Jon Moxley is doing a great job putting Kyle O'Reilly over. You know what I mean? Jon Moxley, he's taking a few steps down, a few notches back. He's moonwalking like Paul Levesque's booking, moonwalking just a little bit back so Kyle O'Reilly could get his clout up, to get his resume up, man. Roddy might turn heel, though. You think? Damn. Why would Roderick Strong turn heel? Then what? He's gonna turn heel and join the Death Riders. They still gotta worry about putting over Daniel Garcia. O'Reilly versus Mox no holds bars is gonna be going to sleep. Is going to the sleep hit. What you saying? You ain't messing with that Black Wing? All right, man. It's going to sleep hit. Mox putting over. Yeah, Mox putting over young. Mox is doing exactly what he should be doing. Putting over younger talent, putting over talent that people don't long. But I want to know, why did bro said Roderick Strong should turn heel? You got Mercedes Moné coming out now. She's about to win again, man. I got you, Hill. I'm gonna tap in with you, cause apparently Don Callis didn't attack Briscoe during Blood and Guts. I think might have been Roddy. Oh my God, that's fire! Oh shit, that's fire. If y'all remember, Mark Briscoe got attacked right before Blood and Guts. So he came out late, he came out beat up, even though they still won. But now they thought it was the Don Callis family. They thought it was me. They suspected everybody. But if Roderick Strong attacked Briscoe, that's Wolf, you fire with creative, bro. Roddy's wife is in fact the Death Riders. Oh, so is Roddy's wife? His wife is Marina Shafir. Haven't watched AEW in months, man. AEW is you missed it. Last week was Blood and Guts, man. That was the show to watch. You know what I mean? If this was your first day watching AEW in a while, yeah, definitely. I would not recommend this show, to be honest, man, because this was like a build-up show. You kind of got to get into the storylines, you know what I mean, to understand this show. This show was like basically putting pieces together for this Saturday, man. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That's fire. Roderick Strong, that all makes sense. Roderick Strong, Marina Shafir, they're married in real life. Roderick Strong will put the knife in the back of Kyle O'Reilly, right where he's about to finally make his name. Put the knife in the back. Or would the Death Riders be putting a knife in the back of Jon Moxley? I feel like the conglomerate thing just started. You know what I mean? This would be extremely early to break the conglomerate over. Roddy isn't that chill with the conglomerate either. Nah, why? Yo, why? Because it seems like they're a bunch of friends. They're a bunch of best buddies. You know, they got the Friends and Seinfeld thing going on. Why would Roderick have heat with them? Yo, what's up with this? I feel like Okada said some slick shit to Kyle O'Reilly he wasn't feeling. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with that. Okada always got something slick to say, man. Kyle O'Reilly, he's looking like, nah, man. Watch it, bro. AEW does story build for PBW. He don't just vibe with them. He always walks away from them. Yo, all right, now I gotta really, I'm gonna go back after this live. I'm gonna pay attention because I think I was missing a lot of that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was missing a lot of that, man. Do you feel like, is the Don Callis family going to slowly break up, man? Okada seems like, man, he's sabotaging a lot of stuff. Beef with Takeshita, saying smart shit to Kyle, man. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, man, I'm interested in this, man. I'm very interested. Now, did y'all see the interview? We going to go over this interview, man. Did y'all see the interview with Tony Khan, Ariel Helwani? They had heat. A lot of people thought Tony Khan wasn't going to address a lot of the questions, a lot of the heat. A lot of people thought Ariel Helwani was kind of babying Tony Khan in this interview, holding his hand across the street, kind of giving him softball questions. I disagree, man. I think these are two men that had heat. They let bygones be bygones. He got asked some tough questions, like the Andrade question. He got asked questions that, you know what I mean, I'm pretty sure that has non-disclosure agreements attached to it that could lead to some lawsuits possibly, and he still answered possibly. I mean, he still answered the best way he can. Now, this is the thing. Let me see if I could bring this part up, bro, before, because I got a few questions, man. Like, I messed with Tony Khan, man. I think he did a great job this interview, but he also did some things. I'm like, all right, bro, like, does this? He said he don't have the streaming numbers. Do y'all believe this? Tony Khan said on Ariel Helwani, yo, what is the HBO Max streamings? He said he doesn't have the streaming numbers. I'll try to bring it up. He just don't vibe with them. He always, all right, hold on. Let me refresh this real quick. Yes, he seems like a cool guy. Aria, Hill's Advocate beef with everybody. Tony K answered every question. Yeah, he did. He did. You know what I mean? Now, all right, hold on. Who just said that? All right, George. He answered almost every question. Now, do you believe him on the stream? He said he doesn't get the streaming numbers for HBO, or he didn't have them. Now, I don't know if that was. I don't even know what to think of that, to be honest, man. It's just nah. I gotta be real, bro. That sounds highly unlikely, dog. I ain't gonna lie, man. It sounds highly unlikely. But my thing is, what would be his reasoning for hiding the streaming numbers, though, or not being transparent with them? Let me see. AEW TNA partnership. Okay, all right, hold on. Let's we gonna clip a few of this interview to go over this, man. Hold on. Let's go to Ariel Helwani. Let's get right to this, man. Cause this was an interesting interview. He probably get them later on. He's been saying that about HBO. He gets those 550-mile Amir Jag makes. Tony Khan said that for years. He doesn't know the streaming numbers. Yeah, but doesn't he own his own analytical company? Like, it just sounds kind of crazy to not know the streaming numbers. Now, if you don't want to disclose it, now that's one thing. But to straight not know the streaming numbers, like not have a clue if you're doing good or not.
First time ever in studio for the first time.
All right, hold on. Now he addresses.
I do.
Now he addresses the TNA and WWE partnership. A lot of people believe that TNA is TNA and WWE partnership was birthed to try to take AEW out. TNA is looking to get a new TV deal. They might be airing on Wednesdays. They might be going head to head with AEW. Now, if you ask me, I like AEW way better than TNA. I don't really tap into TNA like that. I hear they've been doing some great things. But man, for AEW to go against TNA and WWE, they're really trying to take him out, man. We're going to hear what he says about this.
I want to ask you about this. I had Matt and Jeff Hardy on in July, and I asked them, like, what do you make of this WWE TNA partnership? And Matt said to me, like, let's be honest, it's to hurt AEW. Do you view it that way as well? That's the way he put it.
I really like Matt and Jeff a lot. I like Matt and Jeff a lot, and I loved working with them when they were in AEW, and I still love Matt and Jeff very much.
And I don't think it was malicious.
I don't think at all.
But do you think that that's the impetus?
I respect that opinion a lot. I think.
Do you agree with it?
I think it's probably true, and I respect that Matt said it, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. And I think Matt's a great guy. I think Jeff's a great guy.
What do you make of that? The fact that they're so tight now.
It's interesting. I think it's a very interesting collaboration, but I think Matt hit the nail on the head that it makes sense, and AEW is a very strong challenger brand, and it's not that unusual. Like,
you take it as a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I remember when WCW was starting to do better, and Smoky Mountain Wrestling was running shows in Georgia, that Vince McMahon called up Jim Cornette and sent a bunch of the WWF wrestlers to Smoky Mountain Wrestling to help
history repeating itself.
Compete with WCW. So I do think, like, when you have a strong challenger brand, it's not that unusual to see the WWF collaborate with another company. We saw that with Smoky Mountain there, and in Memphis, I think, did some of the same things to compete with WCW shows. So it's not that unusual, and again, I don't take it personally at all. It makes sense looking at the wrestling playbook.
This is what I like. Yeah, media trained. Okay, Knight says Tony is good, but he missed the unhinged Tony Khan. I think it needs to be a balance. I think sometimes we'll get the unhinged Tony Khan, but if he come out, what can he say? They're teaming up against him, TNA, WWE, but it's like he's lightweight saying, I'm with the smoke. I think it's great. I'm not, you know what I mean? Yo, come on with it. TNA is not better than AEW. TNA is a great product. They're doing a lot better. But going head-to-head against AEW is not even, you're going to need WWE. If you're going to talk about WWE and AEW, now that's more of a, you know what I mean? That's more of a thing. TNA, I don't really see the point, honestly, that to go get TNA to try to compete with AEW. Does anybody know, does TNA numbers online weekly even compete with AEW? AEW might be getting 400,000, 500,000, 600,000 viewership. I feel like TNA, there's no way they could be getting that, man. Somebody said Tony Khan only rambles. Go live for Full Gear. WWE in 2024 was taking the mick out of AEW. So good. Now 2025, they allow AEW, and TNA can't touch AEW. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I don't even understand what's the point of trying to put TNA in the AEW.
The WWF.
When you saw that picture of Jade, Ricky, Cody, and I believe Punk in there.
Now he's about to talk about the picture, y'all. Y'all remember the picture, man. Y'all remember, well, where it's at. Y'all remember this picture. He's about to talk about this. And he's basically saying, yo, man, a lot of people want to know, how do you feel, Tony Khan, that Jade Cargill, AEW baby, CM Punk, he came to AEW. He put AEW on the map on one of the best years a lot of us believe. Ricky Starks, you know what I mean? He was at AEW baby. Cody Rhodes, he came the inception of AEW. You know what I mean? He helped get AEW off the ground. 4 current WWE champions that helped build AEW, now in WWE, now at the top of the card, all have big titles. Like, literally, these are all big titles. Think about it. Not one of these dudes have, it's not like somebody has the TNT or Intercontinental. No, these are all big titles in WWE. And, you know what I mean? Tony Khan had a lot to do with building all 4 of these stars to get them back. Remember, a lot of people believe CM Punk wouldn't even be in wrestling, period, without Tony Khan and AEW and what AEW did for CM Punk. We wouldn't know who Ricky Starks, Jade Cargill was one of the first signees. I don't know if y'all know. When TKO and WWE, when that merger came, Jade Cargill got the super bag. That's why she's pushed like this. She skipped NXT. They put the rocket on Jade Cargill from the gate. That's from AEW and Tony Khan booking her like, you know what I mean? She was undefeated. The best TBS champion, the longest reigning, and Mercedes Moné just broke that. They got CM Punk back into wrestling. They turned Stardust into the American Nightmare. And he's being asked, yo, how do you feel? That he says, man, it kind of reminds me of this photo. Tony Khan, once again, he takes the approach of like, he takes the high road. He takes the media trained road. He takes the road of like, man, he could have said, yo, literally, I built everything they're doing right now. I feel great. He could have been cocky, but he kind of played it off a little bit. I'm a player. Let me catch up on the comments. TNA is ruined. TNA is afterthought. Nah, that's a fact. The Khans own AEW. The Jets, something LLC, 76 Auto Parts, 2 Four Seasons. Oh, man. And they're not $3 billion in debt. You mean who said that? You wildin'. Tony Khan just laughs at the pick because it shows WWE can't build their own stars. Damn. Punk wouldn't. Yeah, Punk wouldn't have been in. Not even in. We're not talking about Punk wouldn't have been in AEW. Punk wouldn't have been wrestling. Remember, he was damn near done. Him and AJ Lee wasn't even thinking about professional wrestling from what I heard, man. He'll say total nonstop ass. Khan sounds like a convict name. That's funny, man. But we're going to go to Tony Khan and to see what he actually says about, you know what I mean, about this picture. Because a lot of people was wondering, this was an obvious shot at Tony Khan. We got your stars, ha, ha, ha. WWE, instead of building their own stars, they're so worried. They have such a hard-on with Tony Khan and AEW is weird. But let's hear what he says.
You know, all with ties to your organization. How did that make you feel?
It was, I saw that, and I think AEW is having a great year. I think AEW is in a fan.
I know we all love Tony Khan, but look, man. If you've seen his interview, he does this all the time. Tony Khan, how do you feel about this picture? AEW is having a great year. I think AEW is having a great year. Tony Khan, what do you think about the comment? Three Guy Atlas. I think AEW is having a great year. Tony Khan, what did you have for breakfast? I think AEW is having a great year. Tony Khan, what do you think about Full Gear? Are you doing anything for Christmas? What are you having for Thanksgiving? I think AEW is having a great year. Tony Khan. We get it, bro. AEW is having a great year. And I agree with that. But next time when you go on the interviews, can we just tone that down a little bit? We get it, bro. We get it. I think he kind of uses that to kind of stall. You can see he's thinking right now. AEW's having a great year. He needs a second and a half to stall for the answer. We get it, Tony Khan, but he asked you a specific question. How do you feel about that? I got to give it to Tony Khan. I think he did a great job at just... He stalled a little bit, but he didn't deviate. Even though I feel like he was thinking about it, he didn't deviate. He eventually got to the question. Monet won, yeah. I didn't even have to. We know Monet wasn't going to lose at all, man. Me and the sickos will be at Full Gear.
I think the roster right now is delivering great shows, and I'm really proud of what AEW is doing right now. It did make me smile because it reminded me of Double or Nothing 2020, the first pandemic pay-per-view. We put on this great pay-per-view, and Cody won the TNT title, and Mox retained the AEW World title versus the late, great Mr. Brody Lee. May he rest in peace. And after the show, Cody and Mox in the area of Daly's Place that is the kind of the one communal area. It's part of what brings everyone together so much in Daly's Place is like the gorilla and the pre-tape space and the live interview space and the hallway. It's all one thing that connects the amphitheater itself. There's just a very small little backstage, and it's very tight, and it's talent viewing. It's everything, and that's why, like, when people are doing promos, there might be 6 rows of wrestlers sitting 5 feet from them behind the camera watching them do it, but it's just, we're all used to it. And after Double or Nothing 2020, Cody and Mox took a photo, And I thought it was interesting. It just reminded me, just shows how far in the mirror. But I remember the photo that Cody and Mox took, and in that moment, I think I took it on my phone.
Wow.
So
When you see that, like, is there pride there? Do you feel like it's a shot at you? Do you feel like
I have relationships with all four of them, and they're very
all
different. And I
good?
could talk for 2 hours about each of the four of them and why I like.
Hold on, y'all, real quick. We got Mercedes Moné just beat up Chris Statlander. She put, she's holding the title on top of the commentator desk. I think this is a good indication that Mercedes Moné will lose Saturday, which will be great.
Like them and why I thought they were great in AEW, and we could talk about all their matches, or I could talk about.
So yeah, basically Tony Khan, he says he doesn't really feel too much about this pick that they took. WWE is trying to, you know what I mean, once again troll Tony Khan. You know what I mean? He doesn't feel too much about it, which is cool. But yeah, that's kind of breaking news, y'all. Hold on, let me find that out. Damn, so Mercedes Moné is gonna lose Saturday, which is, she just won again, man. So where do we go with this storyline? So now, if Mercedes Moné loses Saturday, that means you lost your second AEW. Your second match for your AEW title. The first one was All In. You'll lose Saturday. So what is she gonna start becoming obsessed about the one title? Is she gonna lose? Oh, she got another title? I thought this was the same title. This wasn't a title defense? Why will Paul Mockery tone it? Wow, Mercedes is not going to lose those belts. She would give them up, Joker. She would give up 10 belts, not fight for the last. Tony needs to get rid. I can't even. Damn it, she needs to lose Saturday. Yeah, unification. Okay, it's a unification. I think this is a sign she might lose, dog. I ain't gonna lie. This is a sign she might lose Saturday, man. She might lose Saturday. Now with her losing Saturday, I feel like you got a lot of storyline, man. You could go a lot of ways if she lose Saturday. If she wins, it's like, how will Monet get rid of all the belts? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She might just, you know what I mean? She needs to lose them, bro. That's a good question. Hill said, yo, how will Monet get rid of the belts? She could vacate them. She could give them all away. But if she wants to really make something happen out of this whole storyline, she needs to lose the belts, bro. And I know it's a lot of losing, but man, you got 13, 14 titles. But you want to put over the stars, right? People keep saying in AEW, well, she's putting over indie companies, indie stars. Okay, put them over. Have people win the belts off you. CMLL, whatever, JBL, Ring of Honor, whatever, all these promotions. Have them beat you, man. The unification on PPV, for real. Nah, I think this just happened on Collision. Yeah, she just beat what's her name? She just beat Statlander. Well, no, she just beat somebody off of Ring of Honor. Then she beat up Statlander, and she, you know what I mean? She held the title up on commentary. She is simply going to vacate all of them. The worst thing for AEW, and the main thing holding them back. Yeah, I think vacating all of them is just like, all of them? You're going to vacate all of them. Dog, she has to lose. You know what I mean? Like, dog, come on, man. She has to give the rub to some people, bro. She has to. All of these people that jobbed out for her, she took all the titles. You know what I mean? Damn, that was fire. Damn, that was hard. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I know she's definitely probably losing Saturday. Watch the Pac promo. Yeah, what's up with Pac? Let me see. Yo, are they having a regular match or is this just a are they having a match, or is this like no disqualification or something like that?
In reality,
Pac is scary, bro. Pac is scary. I'm not gonna lie, man. This dude, if I read the chat and I said it's a regular match, Darby Allin, I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to see that. After watching that, I missed this on Dynamite. Watching that promo, I'm like, okay, I want to see this. A regular match, I could deal with that. And look at this man's face. Don't worry, Darby Allin. He's gonna. It's a regular match might be as bad as a no disqualification. This dude is going to beat the brakes off of Darby Allin in a regular match. He might mess around and get hurt even worse in a regular match. Now, this is a perfect time to plant the seed for the Death Riders to put the knife in the back of Jon Moxley. Because say if Pac completely destroys Darby Allin, right? Then you got Marina Shafir. She wins the Women's Tag Team Champions with Megan Bayne. You know what I mean? And if Moxley the only one that loses, it's like, bro, now you're holding us back. This dude is scary, dog. Oh, my God. Pac is more aggressive and scarier than Brock Lesnar. Yeah, he's not shaking his ass for a little bit of cash. So, yeah, I might agree with that. Dude is scary. I want to see him and I'm looking forward to that match, man. I'm looking forward to that. And I think Darby Allin, he's still going to get hurt. I heard he got 3rd-degree burns or something like that, or 2nd-degree burns. Man, this is going to be interesting, man. The reason why Pac, Penta, and Rey Fenix used to be a team. Damn, I never knew that. Pac is more aggressive. Yeah, I never knew Pac and all of them used to be a team. That's fire, y'all. Yeah, that's definitely fire. Let me see what else. Let me see what else happened, man. Nothing really happened tonight on what's the name? On Dynamite. All right, now this what happened with Chris Statlander, man. You got Mercedes Moné. He missed 13, 14 titles. She attacked Statlander, man. We all know, and I think AEW, they have a habit of doing this too. If you get, you know what I mean? Whoever gets beat up on right before the pay-per-view, sometimes they go over in AEW the weekend. It always happens at WWE. Pac could legit be world champion. You know, facts. Facts. He could legit be the world champion. Yeah, it was called Death Triangle. Definitely great. Damn. I gotta go into that. Pac is different, man. Pac is different. Now we got this. This is official. If Jon Moxley lose to Kyle O'Reilly, it's just, man, no holds barred, man. This is gonna be interesting, man. This is gonna be interesting. Red Velvet cooked tonight. Yeah, I gotta go and watch that match. Yeah, it was called Death Triangle. Yeah. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this, man? No holds bars. What's the name? Tried to choke Kyle O'Reilly out tonight, or nah? That was Roger. I think it was Orange Cassidy, I believe. Kyle O'Reilly will win. Moxley done had a bad year ever since losing the AEW title, man. Moxley has had a bad run. It's just been all bad for him, man. John is going to put Kyle over. Yeah, I think it's like, what else are you supposed to do at this point? You know what I mean? He already put Kyle over at Blood and Guts, man. So, yeah, man. I wonder, how old is Kyle O'Reilly, man? Hold on. Let me see. Kyle O'Reilly age. 38. All right, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. Pac is definitely different from the cartoon character he was. Yeah, nah, this dude is legit, and man, I cannot wait to see what we got going on with Pac and Darby Allin, man, for real. This what burns are one of the most painful injury. Damn, for real. I wonder did Darby Allin show the burns? Hold on, let me see. I want to see if we could pull up Darby Allin injury, dog. He got put through that table. That was bad. Darby Allin burn injury. Darby Allin condition revealed. All right, so we got shout out to Ringside News. Let me see what it says. AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts. After taking a brutal beating that included being hung from Pac over firelit tables, Allen was sent to crashing through the flame tables. He rolled in the fire. It was a kind of visual that made people wonder if he suffered real burns or worse. With the match being staple guns, forks, broken glass, and barbed wire, many wondered if AEW had gone too far. You think they always go too far. Thankfully, a day later, Brian Alvarez addressed the situation on the Wrestling Observer Live and confirmed that Allen is okay. Despite how it looked on TV, Allen came out of the stunt without injury. The flames on his back were real but short-lived. This match comes after, okay. So it seems like he's cool. And this is the spot right here that happened. Yo, he did Darby Allin dirty, bro. But that wasn't even the big part. This was the part. He's still on fire. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't even know if they had a fire extinguisher or anything on site, man. This dude is literally still on fire, dog. This was a crazy spot, man, where their job went too far. Darby got attacked by a fork before the fire spot. Yeah, nah, facts. But they say he had burns. Do y'all see he's still kind of, if y'all can see closely, as he go through the fire table, he's still on fire. Look at that. This dude is still on fire. Where is the fire? Why doesn't this dude have a fire extinguisher in his hand? Look, he's still on fire. No, there's not a fire extinguisher in sight. That's the only real criticism I have on that spot. Like, my God. Someone have a fire extinguisher ready, man. Darby is AEW stuntman. Nah, that's a fact, man. You need somebody like Darby Allin. Shout out Big Talone for the $5. I'm thinking Kyle wins. The Death Riders finally get sick of all the losses Mox has been racking up, and they would kick him out. I could see that, but I'm trying to figure out how does it happen, man. You know what I mean? AEW cooking and not Paul Levesque. Yo, big Talone, man. How does it happen though, man? It's like it's obviously going to happen, but I just want to know. I just want to know how, bro. Now I can see if Pac goes over. Is Castagnoli on the full gear card? Let me see. Hold on. Let me try to get the whole card on full gear real quick. Yo, give me the whole 2025 full gear card. Let's try to what's the whole card of 2025 AEW full gear? I want to see if Castagnoli is on the full gear card. Because if Castagnoli wins, Pac wins, and Mox and Marina Shafir wins, and Moxie's the only one that loses again. Now, I don't think Bro on the card. Yeah, I don't think Castagnoli's not on the card. So I don't even know how stop, drop, and roll. Yo, that's funny, yo. They will put the bag on Mox at full gear. What do you mean? They will put the bag on Mox at full gear? I could see Claudio as a part of the Casino Gauntlet match. Yeah, he's gonna be in there, but he's probably not gonna win. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe he might win because I could see the Death Riders saying they had enough if everyone wins except for Jon Moxley. And I would love for that to happen. Then they put the knife in the back of Jon Moxley. Or they might just not pull the trigger this early, man. The plastic bag. Yeah, I know the plastic. Oh. So you think, all right, so it's a no-holds bar. All right, let's go to this real quick. We talk about Jon Moxley and if it's going to happen, right? Where we at? All right, look, y'all. It's a no-holds bar match, right? So the conglomerate and the Death Riders, at some point they're all gonna be in there fighting. So at what point Jon Moxley is even gonna have the opportunity to really lose? I mean, then when do you? He would have to lose for them to get mad and they put the knife in his back. But if it's no holds bars, obviously the Death Riders are coming. Obviously the conglomerate is gonna come. Obviously it's gonna be a big Royal Rumble. There's nobody in the conglomerate that's gonna stop Pac, and that's gonna stop Castagnoli. You know what I mean? It's like I really don't see how this happens, but that's why I'm so interested in seeing how is this gonna play out. Will the Death Riders have lost plastic bag like they did? I could see that. Yeah, I know when it happens, I know they're gonna get the plastic bag. Trust me, I know. But I'm what I'm saying, Wolf and everybody else, Gregory. I'm saying, like, how do you build up to that though? If it's a no holds bar match, everybody's gonna be fighting. I can't even see the conglomerate beating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kyle O'Reilly is gonna have to tap Moxley out in a no holds bar match. And they're not gonna have a one-on-one match unless nobody comes in, which would be BS. Bare minimum, Yuta coming in. Bare minimum, Daniel Garcia coming in. Castagnoli not on a card. Bare minimum, he's coming in. What's good, Diva? They could choose not to help him when he's in the ankle lock. See if he could prove himself, maybe. He's in the ankle lock and not help him? This is the thing, y'all. Collision already happened. They're giving no indication that they're not gonna help him or they're sick of anything. You know what I mean? Even tonight, like, he choked out Orange Cassidy. Everything seemed good. I see no indication tonight on Dynamite that the Death Riders was not gonna have Jon Moxley back, or there wasn't gonna do anything to him. Now, I agree with somebody saying Roderick Strong turning heel. I see in a no holds bar situation, I do see that happening. It's going to be hard for Mox not to lose. Damn, you think? He's tapped out the multiple times after. Oh, yeah, he tapped out 3 times this year. 3 times. All 3 was big matches. You know what I mean? Darby Allin, the Blood and Guts. I think he already tapped the Kyle O'Reilly, and he lost the title to Hangman Adam Page. So, man, it was all out after the uppercut. Damn! Somebody, Rich said basically Cassidy was out after the Claudio uppercut. Yo, Rich, that's a fact. Damn, y'all getting me, y'all. Y'all getting me. That's a fact that happened on Dynamite. Orange Cassidy didn't even tap out. He got knocked out after the European uppercut. Damn. That's fire. That's fire. Damn, yo, this is great storytelling. This is great storytelling. Now that y'all be pointing, that's why I even though I'm under the weather, I had to tap in with AEW people, because more than anything, y'all fill a lot of the holes that I missed. Yo, that is a fire point. He didn't even tap out Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy was knocked out. So now, maybe in the beginning of the night, maybe at some point at Full Gear, we're gonna get somebody at the Death. Let me ask y'all this though. Hold on, man. Hold on. I got a good question for my AEW people, man. Hold on. I got a good question for y'all, man. All right, hold on. Let me ask y'all, man. Damn, let me try to hold on. All right, let me go. Let me just go right here. Now, out of everybody, man. Let's say this happens. Let's say they put the knife in Bro back, right? They put the knife in what's his name? And Jon Moxley back. Now, who is going to be the one? Who is the leader of the Death Riders if this happens? Of course, it's not Daniel Garcia. Of course, it's not Yuta. I think it goes to either Pac or Castagnoli. Who do we have? Because if y'all keep saying they're putting a knife in Jon Moxley back, somebody has to be the one to make the call. So it has to be one person that's gonna take Jon Moxley's spot. If you ask me, I think it'd be fire, Marina Shafir. But if it's not that, that'd be fire if it was Marina Shafir. But who we got, Pac or Castagnoli, man? Damn! Everybody saying Pac. Somebody said Shane McMahon. Do you understand how I would snap if that happened, bro? Damn. Or do they just do it together? Pause. Does Pac and Castagnoli? Cause man, these are two powerhouses, man. This makes the Death Rider scary, bro. Pac or Marina Shafir. Yeah, Marina Shafir, that will be, oh my God, bro. I would go with Marina, I'm not gonna lie. I would go with Marina. That would be scary if it was her, man. It would be scary if she made the call. It would be scary. But it's a lot of ways you could go, man. Claudio. Yeah, you say that, Bobby, but Shane McMahon was originally going to be the leader of the Death Riders. Damn! I remember that. Yeah, I definitely remember when it was rumors that Shane was going to go to the Death Riders, man. That would have been fire, man. Yeah, she was the start of it. Marina is hard. Yeah, dog, Marina should, if she did it, do you know how fire it will be if she's the one to pull the trigger? She's the member, the new leader of the Death Riders. And what if she pulled the trigger, right? And she goes all in. I'm not talking about no normal, stab in the back, no plastic bag. I'm talking about they damn near try to catch a body in the middle of that ring. Claudio with the uppercut. Pac putting him through. They put the bag on him. Uter and Daniel Garcia stopping him out. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad if Marina start, after that, after you get rid of Jon Moxley, then you start beating up Daniel Garcia, beating up Willa Yuta, and you start to rebuild the Death Riders, just as all badasses, Claudio, Pac, Marina, I don't know who then you add other people just, cause Willa Yuta and Daniel Garcia, they fire, right? But they kind of the pawns on the chessboard. Now you do need them. So I'm not mad if they stay. But man, you could really rebuild the Death Riders as just something so scary, man. Honestly, the Death Riders with Marina Shafir and Pac and Claudio alone, that visual alone is scary enough. Oh my God, Killer Cross. Oh my God, if that happens, oh my God. Remember, who said, Billy, remember, if you seen, what's his name? If you seen Tony Khan interview, right? Well, Ariel Helwani, when Killer Cross name came up, what'd he do? He kind of backed away from it. He kind of let that conversation be very open of like Killer Cross coming to AEW or not. That could have been a strategic move, knowing that he got Killer Cross somewhere in his back pocket. And man, Killer Cross that would be fire, man. Shout out another $5 for Big Talone. I think Claudio is the safer choice. Pac seems to stick around for a few months, go away for a few months. Damn. Let me ask y'all, why don't we hear Claudio do more promos? If he's gonna be, if Claudio gonna stick around, like, I feel like I don't hear enough from Claudio on the mic, and we just seen a fire promo from Pac. You know what I mean? Even before that, going into I keep forgetting that what the last pay-per-view was. Going into that, we seen Pac come through, beat up Darby Allin inside that jail cell thing. You know what I mean? I don't really hear Claudio on the mic that much. Somebody said, "Let me cook." Hold on, Wolf. And the one person saved Mox, the king of the bums. Eddie and Mox reunite with Hook along for the ride. Damn. But Mox caused so much damage. You think Eddie Kingston and Hook come out of nowhere to save him after all the damage he caused? He tried to destroy AEW. You know what? Bryan Danielson becomes the leader. Yo, bro, that would be a curveball. I selfishly want Eddie and Mox. Damn, yo. Or Shane McMahon revealing a secret leader of Death Riders. It was me, Moxley. It was me all along. That'll be fire, man. Somebody said that ain't happening. Death Riders should be with the Bullet Club. Let me see. Yeah, I saw the interview. He's not a strong promo. Now, that's going to be a good reason why Claudio don't. If you're going to be the leader of Death Riders, you got to be able to talk on that mic. We know Pac could talk on the mic, man. That's why I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind them kind of playing you know what I mean, the two-man game as far as the leader. But I think, bro, Marina Shafir, dog. Then when she wins the tag team titles with Megan Bayne, I wouldn't mind Megan Bayne. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, sliding in. I don't know. It's a lot of ways. Killer Cross, he signed with MLW. What the hell is that? Moxley usually do promos for every Death Rider members. That's a fact. Oh, my God. Oh, Gregory just said something, y'all. Gregory just said something, y'all. He said, what if MJF is the new leader of the Death Riders? Would this work? I mean, of course it could work. MJF could be the leader of the conglomerate, man. He could join Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa and gonna put the faction over. But would this make sense? He just take over the Death Rider? I don't know, man. MJF is such a star. He's such a polarizing character, man. Like, does he just insert himself into something that already John Moxley built? I don't know if I don't know if I could see it happening and it making sense. And you know what I mean? It being, remember, whatever happens, it has to carry us through 2026. The Death Riders had carried us. Remember, the title was in the suitcase. He lost it at All In. Now he's going through these, you know what I mean? He's making the Death Riders look bad. Death Riders could be getting sick of it. It could be a turn coming. But now, whatever we're going into, it has to carry us in 2026. Of course, MJF, is he even around enough to carry the Death Riders? Does it even make sense? Moxley usually do promo. All right, new leader is MJF. The Death Riders ain't gonna trust MJF. No, that's a fact. Killer Cross signed with MLW. What the hell is MLW? Might be overcooking here. MJF factions never last because he betrays them so fast. That's a fact. He's a talker on that mic. That'll be fire. Swerve is a dog. He will be a great leader. Yeah. Dijack's MJF character is so different from the Death Riders goal, though. Yeah, that's a fact. I think whoever joins the Death Riders, if they turn on Moxley, they have to already be a part of the Death Riders, bro. And it can't be Daniel or Wheeler. It almost obviously either has to be Pac or Marina Shafir. But whoever it is, it has to be, or maybe, like I said, the curveball of Killer Cross. But, man, I feel like it has to be somebody that's already been in the Death Riders, man. Major League Wrestling. Okay, Major League, okay. Small. So, the thing is this. Y'all sure Karrion Kross signed with MLW? Because if I'm Karrion Kross, I mean, I'm pretty sure he could do other shows. Why would you sign with just one company? MLW. Karrion Kross. Let me try to look this up. Is a professional wrestler? Oh, yeah. So he signed with them. So if he signed with MLW, does that mean he can't Does that mean he can't wrestle for AEW now? He started in MJF started in MLW. Okay. Well, I just looked it up. Hold on, let me see. Karrion Kross MLW. So it's saying that hold on. Yeah, let me try to see the news on this. Killer Cross and Scarlet MLW return, easy choice. Yeah. I don't know. I know he made a return, but to actually sign with anybody right now that's not a top promotion, I'm not sure if he's gonna do that. Returning to MLW. Scarlet over there. Gabe Kidd won't be leader. Yeah, I don't think Gabe Kidd was gonna be leader. Dijaks could be interested in AEW. Jacob Fatu. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll check them out, but I think Killer Cross, he might do some work with MLW, but I highly doubt he's gonna sign anything unless it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Hold on, one of the greatest lessons. Let me see what he's talking about in here.
Because if you wait for a corporation you're working for to delegate a series of ideas to you, those ideas are now IP, it's intellectual property. And if they decide to cut you loose and all you're known for is this particular performance or this idea owned by someone else, it's going to be really, really hard to get going. And another thing about fear, people are afraid they're not going to know how to make money outside of a big company. They have no idea. With wrestling going so mainstream, there's third-party opportunities, independent toys, stickers. You can get independent t-shirts and merchandise. There's ways where you can make a decent livelihood.
Okay, so it seems like tomorrow he's facing Matt Riddle, and this what it seems like the situation is. And it's gonna be on YouTube. I mean, is this a fire? Oh yeah, y'all said Jacob Fatu, so they gotta be all right, I guess. I keep an eye on this. I want to actually watch this match, man. I want to take a. I want to keep an eye on Karrion Kross and just his in-ring stuff, especially on the indies. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I said, he needs the reps in the ring. And I feel like being on the indies and not in such a big spotlight, he gets the opportunity to try different type of stuff. You know what I mean? All right, let me see. Meth. Damn, why they call him Meth Riddle, yo? Yo, Cross versus Riddle. Yeah, I mean, I think this is interesting. And it's coming on, this is tomorrow. How much? Let me see how much is this, y'all. Yeah, this is tomorrow. Cross versus Matt Riddle. I wonder if you gotta pay for it's in Charleston, South Carolina. The ticket's $70. Man, if I was close, I would have went here. I would have pulled up here, man. It's gonna be on YouTube. I wonder, let me see. Do this joint stream on YouTube? Let me see, man. All right, YouTube. I wonder if they're gonna stream this joint on YouTube. All right, down good live wrestling scheduled for 11/20. So it seems like, yeah, okay. So it seems like they're gonna be streaming this on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna check this. I'm gonna definitely check this out, man. If y'all into this, man, check this out. They got Shotzi on this card, Cross. Who else? Is there anybody? Princess Kelly, Skyscrapers, Good Brothers. Isla Dawn on this card. All right. Streaming live for free. And it's free on YouTube, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I'm not doing nothing tomorrow, I might stream this match on Karrion Kross tomorrow. Oh, you got my man Arn Anderson. Yeah, if I could remember tomorrow, I'm gonna watch this Cross match, man. Streaming free on YouTube, yeah, man. So let me subscribe to them. This is gonna be interesting, man. Matt Riddle versus Karrion Kross. MLW knows how to keep their fans for reals, big talent. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tap in. You know what I mean. Even though I'm a WWE guy and I'm going down with the ship, that's what I've been watching my whole life. I love professional wrestling. I love the indies, you know what I mean? I love what AEW doing. I can't watch every single thing, but, you know what I mean? Situations like this, it's free on YouTube or it don't cost so much to go on. I'm tapping in, man. I want to see I'm interested in seeing how people like Karrion Kross, Matt Riddle, Shotzi do on the indies. I'm interested in even like knowing new characters. Who's this guy? Who's these guys? You know what I mean? Like I want to see what Isla Dawn. I want to see what she's doing. You know what I mean? I never even heard of MLW, but let me see what their most popular videos are. Okay, so you got Jacob Fatu was in MLW. All right. Alex Hammerstone. Oh, Ray Phoenix and Penta was there? Damn. Okay. Contra new. Swerve Strickland was there? Matt Riddle and Jacob Fatu. Terry Funk versus Jerry the King Lawler. Damn. So they've been Leo Rush. Okay, yo, this is a legit company. I'm tripping. Yo, I'm tripping. I'm going to tap in. This is a legit company, yo. Who the hell? Wait, is that Mystico? Mystico is on. Also, all right, Mystico on the show too? Yeah. This is crazy. I never even heard of them like that, dog. Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr. Damn, they had a death match. All right, bet. Hey, man, I'm going to tap in tomorrow, Thursday. LA versus Sabu. And this was all a minute ago, too. A lot of this stuff. Well, nah. The most recent stuff is like 8 months ago. RVD on there. CM Punk was there back in the day, too. The guy with the mask is Kruger. He's like Attitude Era Kane. Okay, tonight AEW Dynamite was beautiful. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna tap in with this, especially this Karrion Kross match, man. Especially that Karrion Kross match. It seems like this is a reputable company, though. It's definitely a reputable company, man. Matt Riddle, the champion. Is he the? Does anybody know if Matt Riddle is he the champion here? Yeah, and they have a lot of black champions too. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out, man. I'm gonna check them out. Yeah, we gotta support these independent companies, these independent leagues, man. MLW is owned by Court Bauer and was recently involved in a settlement with WWE, not a purchase by AEW. Okay. All right, I respect it. You know, man. I love watching these independent joints, man.
He had a hole in the floor.
And they giving it out for free. Damn, I wish it was closer. You got Baron Corbin was there.
Disoriented from the eating that he's.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tap in with them. Corbor is the owner. He used to write for Speaker of the Indies. I'm sad DWP is closing down next year. What's DPW? DPW closing down? I don't even think I ever heard of them. But hold on, let me see what else we got for the AEW, man. Yeah, we talked about this. It seems like, yeah, man, this could be telling her she's definitely losing, man. Damn, I think we probably went through almost everything, man. Yo, what we doing with Jericho, man? I think he's definitely WWE though. Now I'm thinking Ariel Helwani. He addressed Jericho too on that interview. I think he's WWE, but he didn't want to speak too much on that. I have no idea. Meg Cougar, no. A lot of AEW security and indie jobbers came from DPW. What was DPW though? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. DPW wrestling.
Priest, look like he's trying to get that single leg.
DPW, let me see. So who was? Damn, they'll never go live. Oh, this is the Bull. I remember. I think this. I forgot his name. Yeah, Cedric Alexander. He's fire. Oh, so this will probably he be fighting that. Cedric Alexander. Yeah, they fire. Damn, Shotzi. I think Shotzi really. Yo, Shotzi. She need to get a. I don't even know if she need to get a deal or. Oh, that's not Shotzi. That's somebody else. I'm a tap it with them too. It seems like Cedric Alexander is one of the bulls over here. Then they got FTR over here too. All right, guys. Maple Leaf Pro is good too. Don play with Fozzy. Jericho is going to WWE. I kind of hope he's going to have Judas as his theme. I mean, I don't know. WWE sucks so bad. Oh, yo, speaking of that, did y'all see this, yo? Hold on, man. CM Punk. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Yo, CM Punk just had a new interview. Let me see if I can find this. Let's go to update date. CM Punk had a new interview, and he's kind of speaking out on. Remember, we was like, yo, we want the old CM Punk back. He just had an interview. Hold on, man. He's speaking out on some things, man. And it's not. This interview is kind of like, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. All right, here it go. All right, let me see. Hold on.
She had to check her phone for it.
Went wrong.
CM Punk. He's talking about He's talking about he's talking about damn. What is he talking about? TKO, and how TKO is like screwing people over with the pay.
That's awesome.
I don't know. We might be getting the old CM Punk back, y'all.
I had his day yesterday, so
unbelievable. You don't do that anymore, where you name your team like
event.
Yeah,
War game.
I'm the champion, and then when I debuted at Driven Person, I'm
trying to find a point where he's talking about TKO.
What I was doing
in a book.
He wrote a book apparently. Me sitting there, and he calls me. So talk about what a different place it is now from back then. I think her last one was like 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. I know yours was.
Yeah, she 14. Stuck around for like a year after I split.
So give me anything. AJ Lee.
And you've already offered me tickets to Elimination Chamber that somebody else will take care of.
Yeah.
What about
I'm a benevolent champion.
What about the Braun Breaker? You see a little future of the business in this guy?
Yeah, I do. Whether I like it or not,
it was trying to Scott Steiner, not Rick.
So yeah, sometime in the early aughts, they invented this diabolical.
Okay, now listen, y'all. I'm about to play this. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Remember, I was calling him CM Skunk. I'm trying to stop calling him that, but sometimes he pisses me off because I think we need CM Punk to start speaking out on the crap that's going on, just not only in WWE TKO but professional wrestling. But I wanted to highlight, he starts talking about how TKO is playing around with the check, man. Just playing around with the audits, with the I don't even know. I'm not too business savvy, but I'm gonna just play it.
For people watching this show, they're like, Elimination Chamber, what is that? It's like the final
is, you started talking about like the big four pay-per-views, and they each had like, different thing. The Rumble, the Survivor Series match, SummerSlam was just like WrestleMania but in a warm climate. So yeah, sometime in the early aughts, they invented this diabolical cage match.
Oh, hold on, he's talking about
takes
a pay-per-view. Where are you talking about
Rumble
TKO
and puts it inside a cage.
This and falling in love with the business. Who was the first heel where you're like, that's a lot of people. A lot of people.
Objective, but in
phone's on because you're gonna need that.
Come on, bro. What the hell?
Baseline
series coming up.
Yeah.
Really, the Super Friends, Jey Uso, CM Punk.
So many. It's
everything going in the right direction.
Softball interviews,
the Sami Zayn storyline. Like I said, it is the bloodline. But you mentioned the locker room and how it is now.
All right, here we go. Now, my bad, y'all, but he's about to mention the locker room, the changes and the changes of pay with TKO.
When you did sign the paper to come back, did you envision it being this good?
This good? What?
No, because I think it's exceeded my expectations of what I thought it could or should be.
You grew up in Chicago.
Yeah.
I live in Chicago now. Are you?
Come on now.
You don't live in Chicago.
Oh my God, I don't know.
I live in Chicago.
Facts matter, Brandon.
I live a little bit out of the suburbs.
Yeah.
I live a little bit out. I live in the state. Okay.
I just
can't do it.
Been decades of this. Oh, we got this new star quarterback. Oh, this new coach is going to bring us to the. I mean, we
Oh
went to
man,
the
I
Super
don't
Bowl
know.
once
Yo,
in the
somewhere he
90s.
talked about TKO, but
Wrestle at Wrigley Field.
Just wrestle at Wrigley Field.
At AWA, do they do Alchemist? Or is it?
It is a lot shorter ahead of me than it is behind me, so we're gonna see what happens. But as far as like who I wrestle for the last time, man, I really have.
bro, what
That's
the hell?
on there that it's like non-transferable at this point. You know what I mean? So like, I'm talking like the first Body Count album, Cop Killer.
Oh man, what the hell? Dog, what the hell? What, they chopped it out the interview? Oh man, my bad, yo. I'm thinking, CM Punk. I swear he started talking about TKO. Maybe I gotta find it and put it in a video once I find it, man. Damn, dog. He was talking about how TKO was screwing people over with the. Man, forget it, bro. We go back to AEW, man. I've been a CM Punk fan my whole life, but he turned out to be such a hypocrite going back. Yeah, dog, he knows this is he knows out of everything, dog. What WWE is doing is a load of crap, dog. That's why I wanted to hear what he said about TKO and them. But man, Zack Ryder accused of popping himself during SmackDown. Yeah, I'll find it, y'all. I'll put it in a video, man. But damn. See, look. He explains how TKO. I don't know where this part is in the interview. He says he was basically explaining how the morale backstage is just not, you know what I mean, is just not there anymore. I'll cover it in a video or whatever. CM Skunk, I like it. I ain't gonna add to the list of my names. LA should come to anti-corporate fake news. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, ringsidenews.com usually be pretty accurate. So I gotta do my due diligence. I should have already had a timestamp. Punk and Jeff, my two favorites, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, outside of that, man, I don't know if there's too much anything else going on, man. We covered Full Gear. AEW was cool, man, but you know what I mean? It was basically a lot of setting up, getting a Full Gear. So we probably got Moxley getting turned on. We got Mercedes Moné probably not going over. Marina Shafir and Megan Bay winning the titles. Mark Briscoe, he could turn to the Don Callis family. It's a lot of different elements in Full Gear. You got the Young Bucks. They got to come up with a decision to join the Don Callis family. You know what I mean? You know, your boy Bobby Basu, I'm under the weather, but I had to make sure I at least review Full Gear, tap in. Hold on. What's this? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What the hell is going on here?
We're professionals. We don't do this for the art. This isn't about our feelings. This is a business for us. The Casino Gauntlet match, the almighty Bobby Lashley is number 1. The standard of excellence, Shelton Benjamin, is number 2. You all better pray for number 3.
What the hell? I don't get it. I don't get it. So if that's number 1, number 2, like wouldn't they be going against each other? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't want Mark Briscoe to be in the Don Callis family. Bobby, you streaming Full Gear? I don't really like streaming watch-alongs. I haven't made a decision yet. I'm 100% streaming after Full Gear. I don't like streaming watch-alongs because I feel like it's not really I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I haven't made a decision. Yet. I am contemplating streaming it though because I know not everybody just got the $50, and I be trying to update people on AEW, but you know what I mean? I just know I remember when I didn't have $50 to stream a boxing event or wrestling events, and I would watch certain streamers, and it'll be interesting. So I haven't made a decision yet, but I'm definitely contemplating just streaming Full Gear live, just off the fact that, you know what I mean, it is $50, and that is a stretch. It's around holiday time for a lot of people, man. Is it too distracting? CD, snore games. I think it's better to stream than watch alone. Nah, yo, somebody said I think it's better to stream than watch alone for 5+ hours. That is true. I might try it though, you know what I mean? Because I'm saying I don't like doing watch-alongs, but at the same time, I'm saying I don't like doing something I never tried, you know what I mean? But yo, Knight, you know what I mean? Then, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? The AEW community we have, you know what I mean? I feel like y'all be filling in a lot of holes for me that I might not have, you know what I mean? You know, I done came a long way with my knowledge of AEW, and it wouldn't have been because of y'all, because some of this stuff, you can't hit Chat GPT, you can't, a lot of the Reddits, the subreddits, a lot, even on X, a lot of people they'll start bashing you because you don't know every single thing. Like, oh, Marina Shafir and Roderick Strong is married together. I would have never known that if it wasn't for y'all. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning towards it. I just don't want to promise something that I don't know 100%. But I'll keep y'all updated. If I'm going to stream AEW Full Gear, I will let y'all know well in advance though. You know what I mean? I would definitely let y'all know. The AEW lore is too deep. It requires explanation. I agree 100%. Then once you get into it, it's like, okay, so this is why this happened. This is why that happened. It definitely makes it a lot more easier to digest and to follow what's going on. Let me ask y'all something. So if in a gauntlet match, if Shelton Benjamin is 1 and Lashley is 2, so they're gonna have to rumble in the beginning of the match. They're not just gonna wait to number 3 to come out, right? How do you feel about the final boss type gimmick for Bobby Lashley? Nah, bro. I like Bobby Lashley too. I think he deserves to be champion. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but the final boss, like we talking about that's a different stratosphere. Yeah, man, that's a different yeah. I don't even want to get too deep into that because I want to stick on AEW, but the final boss is levels, and Bobby Lashley at the top high. He at the top level, but then we go to we go out the stratosphere when we talk about certain, like, you got to have a certain type of mic skills. You know what I mean? The final boss, he could, you know, it's different. It's different. But I think Bobby Lashley can pull off whatever else. He could pull off a enforcer. He could pull off the champion. He could pull off a lot of, I even like this gimmick if he had the eyes and stuff like that. I think that'd be fire too. But yeah, man. They're definitely gonna wait. If Lashley or Shelton wins before the third person comes out, the casino match is over. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they sit and look at each other and wait for the third person, that's why let me play this again because I'm kind of confused. Oh, this is about business. All right, MVP. Okay, so what does that mean? There's only gonna be one winner of this match. So if they're number 1, number 2, like, what are we gonna and he's saying, yo, I wouldn't be number 3. Okay, what are you gonna jump me if I'm number 3? It's like it's number 1 and number 2. And Delayed Grass just said if somebody gets pinned first, the gauntlet match is over. So it's about business, right? Somebody got to get the title. I don't got them just staring at each other, man. I think they're gonna have to get it on, right? The match is basically a Royal Rumble, but it's as soon as someone is pinned or taps out. But it's like 3 weeks later, he was at AEW. The final boss AEW will be, yeah, exactly. MJF could pull it off. Shelton no-show the indie match this year right down the street. I was so burnt.
Syndicate. We're professionals. We don't.
Look how these two are looking, man. I think they're planting a seed of something to happen at Full Gear, dog. MVP is trying to play the Don Callis role of it's all good. I don't think it's all good. These are two of the top talent in AEW, man.
Don't do this for the art.
And they can't fight outside the ring. I'm gonna pay for Full Gear Saturday. Yeah. I wish I could go, man. I never watched AEW other than a couple of MJF promos. I'm going to check it out Saturday. Yeah, I might be streaming that on Saturday, man. I might be streaming that on Saturday.
This isn't about our feelings. This is a business for us. The Casino Gauntlet match, the almighty Bobby Lashley is number 1. The standard of excellence, Shelton Benjamin, is number 2. You all better pray for number 3.
Yeah, that's gonna get interesting, man. Because I mean, it's gonna come down to Shelton. Either one of these dudes, most likely Bobby, one of these dudes is gonna come out on top at the gauntlet. You make AEW seem interested. I'm not gonna lie. It is. Especially once you. It's a little bit hard to catch up, but once you start catching up, you know what I mean, and once you start catching up, it's a lot easier to you know what I mean, see what the directions and the storylines are going. On top of almost every wrestler in AEW, you're not going to see a bunch of botches. You're going to see a bunch of talent get in the ring and give their all, man. Me too. I could watch also the Royal Rumble. They could fight outside the ring, so they will have to be pinned or on submission. Who do y'all got in this though? You got Shelton, or do you got Lashley in that Casino Gauntlet match, man? I honestly wish Ricochet would win that joint. I ain't gonna lie. I think Ricochet, it would be a curveball. He'll get super heat off of you know what I mean? Off of winning the match.
With the hurt.
I think he deserves it. A lot of people are definitely guaranteeing either one of these two. So Ricochet would be a great curveball. AEW is way better than WWE. Jay White. It's crazy how many stories AEW has compared to That's why I'll watch all my good old friends fire skit. $50. Nope. Take care of Peeps for all you, Bob. I'll be back. Lashley, I got one for sure. Man. It's gonna be interesting, y'all. But we're gonna tap into Full Gear, man. I'm gonna definitely be tapping in this weekend. I'll let y'all know if I'm gonna order it, man. But AEW was solid. It was a solid show, man. It was like I said, man. It wasn't nothing that going on that was like last weekend. Last weekend was like a pay-per-view, blood and guts. So they just filled a few holes going into Full Gear. So we're gonna see Saturday, November 22nd, man. We're going to see some surprises. Hopefully we get MJF. Maybe we get a little bit extra. Maybe we get a Swerve Strickland. Maybe we get Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin going at it. Maybe we get a Death Rider stab in the back. We're going to see what's going to go on with Chris Statlander and Mercedes Moné, man. It's like pirated, bro. You know, watch it for free, dog. I mean, oh, man, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm going to think about it, man. I'm going to think about it. But I always give AEW I feel like I try to support AEW, you know what I mean? If I'm a pirate something, it's going to be something that I feel like the product is taking a spit in my face, like directly, like TKO situation, you know what I mean? If I'm gonna do that, allegedly, if I'm gonna think about doing that, matter of fact, allegedly, it will be a situation like that. What AEW is doing, you know what I mean? I don't mind. Plus, I like watching on YouTube. I don't mind paying the, you know what I mean, $50 to support what's going on, man. Your Wardlow, he hurt, bro. Max said, "Where the F is Wardlow?" Wardlow is hurt, unfortunately, man. He came back. And I don't even know how. I don't know if he was working out or whatever, but he caught another bad injury. Somebody said, "Hey, Bobby, you could just stream after. It's just fun in this community with everyone." Yeah. I might try it out, man. I think Full Gear is a good pay-per-view to try it out. Yeah, I don't want to try it out with something like World's End or definitely not All In or something, you know what I mean? But I might try it out, man. But Newark is not that far from me. Let me see. Hold on, man. Let me before I get up out of here. Let me see something, man. AEW ticks. Let me see. Full Gear. All right. Let me see. See, the thing about AEW that I like, the tickets are never that expensive, dog. So if it's in the vicinity where you're at, look, it's 40. Look, if you hold on, let me see. Now look, it's kind of a lot, but then again, Full Gear, the right here for $300. That's not too bad. In my situation, if I did go, it would probably be. I'll be all the way up here. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't got it like that at all. But look, to be all the way up here for $40, this is what AEW. You know what I mean? A $40 ticket is not that bad, dog. Let's see, this ticket not that bad. Especially, hold on. Even right here is like $300. I don't know. I don't think I could go. Full Gear is not. It's not. If I buy a ticket to an event, it has to be something that I have to like. I gotta feel like I have to watch it. I almost think I would have more fun watching it with y'all than going by myself, sitting for a $40 ticket. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather watch it with y'all, and you know what I mean? Because I know I'll have some questions that y'all could be answering, and you know what I mean, we could be laughing and bidding about it rather than going by myself. Nobody I even know watches wrestling. But yeah, the price is not that bad. That's $40 seat would be oh no, somebody said that $40 seat would be $1,000 for WWE. That's not even. You're not even joking though. Hold on. WrestleMania 42 tickets. We just seen $40 for AEW, right? Now let me try to find WrestleMania. Hold on. WrestleMania 42, dog. Oh my God, dog. All right, so look. This WrestleMania 42 tickets. Look. The dude said, he just said, yo, we just seen AEW for $40. The dude said, yo, that same seat would be $1,000. But I think he was joking. But I'm going to just let you know, no, that wasn't a joke. Look at this. That seat I just pulled up, like this last seat, back, $700. $1,800 or a Bronx VIP pack. What does that mean? You get chips and a soda? Look how far you need binoculars to look at Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the 100,000th time. Look at these seats. You know the poles be right here. Look at these seats. Look how much they're gonna charge you to watch a poll. $3,000, y'all. Y'all see this? $3,800 after you put in tickets. It's going to be over $4,000 to watch a big ass poll because they got the poll right there. The viewer poll will be $4,000. All the way back here, dog. $1,200 all the way in the back. Look. This tickets come with a box of tissue. It's going to be nosebleed. You're going to leave, yo. This is so much in the nosebleed. You'll pay $1,200, but after the show, you'll have to go to the hospital because you're gonna lose that much blood. That's how bad of a nosebleed seat it is. You'll lose gallons and gallons and gallons of blood. This is a seat where you'll have to pay $1,200 for a ticket, right? And you still have to stream the event. You'll still have to stream the event after paying $1,200 for a ticket. This is sad, dog. That's absurd. This is and compare that to AEW. And I wish we could pull it all in. Dog, y'all see how close I was at all in? Bro, I only paid like, how much was that ticket? I paid more being in one of the last seats at WrestleMania 40 than being on the floor. I probably was 10 or 11 seats away from ringside. I probably paid like $400 or $500. Might as well use that money for a cheap car down payment. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. These tickets are ridiculous. And you already know, don't even look at anything up front. Up front. What's this? Row 4, $17,000. One ticket, row 4. $17,000 to watch one of the most mediocre events, dog, that's going to be. This is no amenities, no nothing, dog. $32,000 ringside right here. $32,000. Once again, this is going to be in front of the pole. $46,000 elite VIP package. Yo, what is the elite VIP package? I'm gonna be in a match with Solo Sikoa, Hakuna Matata. Is it gonna be a tag team match? Do I get a shot at the Intercontinental title for $46,000? That's a new car. That's a new car. That's a new house. Yo, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. Yo, I'm guaranteed I haven't even made $46,000 this year. All year, 12 months, 365 days a year. I haven't made $46,000 this year. I could be transparent with that. You know why? Because a lot of us in the same boat. We haven't made when you especially when it's insurance, taxes, all this other stuff that gets deducted. We're nowhere near 46,000, and they want 46,000 for one night. I don't care if it's 2 nights. I don't care if I don't care if it's a season pass for WWE Raw, SmackDown, WrestleMania. This is not worth $46. That's why I will always go to an AEW event over W. I went to WrestleMania 40. I'm cool with never going to WWE event ever in my life again. I'll be cool with that. I seen Cody Rhodes win at WrestleMania 40, one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. I'm cool with that being my last WWE event ever. Morella, that's all your money with the W Team Life. One thing for sure, green shirt guy. Yeah, he's gonna be front. This is not even available. He done bought the ticket already. 100 whatever. Oh my God, dog. Yeah, I don't know, man. And for me, if the product justified it, okay, charge what you want. The crazy thing about this prices is the product does not justify it, man. You would think from what's the name? You would think from last year they would just my God. I feel sorry for the people in this row, man. $943 ticket to watch that shit from where God's sitting at. If you save up my donations for 50 years, shout out another $5 from Big Talo. He said, if you save up my donations for 50 years, you could get a WrestleMania nosebleed seat. Facts, bro. One thing you can't get back is the time you're gonna waste, man. Dog, it's people like, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick before I get up out of here. Hold on. No, WWE. Yo, dog, it's like, hold on, let me try to find one of these Johns. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, yo. It's like, it's not even funny. This is like legal robbery. I never seen nothing this corrupt in my life, y'all. Y'all look at this. This is what the nosebleed was like at SummerSlam. You can't even make this up. These were the ticket, and this was probably like 900. Like what type of like? How do you charge 900 for this? You can't even watch the show. Look, people are watching on their phone. You're behind the stage. You paid $900 to watch the back of the stage. You don't even know what the front of the stage like. People be on their phone watching that, streaming that. That is wild, dog. Why even go to that? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. It's no point of going at that point, man. Is absolutely no, like, what can you see? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's just robbery, bro. You're basically watching TV. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. You're watching it from your TV. Then look, when you in these nosebleed seats, right? You got stupid shit like this happening. Hold on. That's my man Max B. Hold on. You got stuff like this
Sitting
happening.
in the nosebleeds at WrestleMania Night 1 with Mankind.
You got people dressing up as Mankind coming out. I'm probably already gonna get demonetized for this video. It's cool, man. Just imagine you're sitting in the nosebleed, just all of a sudden Mankind comes walking past you like, what the? This is the type of shit that happens. You're paying $900 for.
With Mankind.
It's like, oh, you want to be Mankind? Let me throw your silly ass off of the fucking, off of the jaw.
Sitting in the nosebleeds at WrestleMania Night 1 with Mankind.
This dude want to be Mankind. I'm about to choke slam him off of the stadium, man. Yo, look at that, dog. Look how small the ring is, man. Yo, let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show. Yo, we just bitten right now. I'm sure I could show y'all my personal videos. Let me see if I can find it, man. I was so far up, yo. Hold on. Let me find when I went to WrestleMania. Hold on, man. Yo, this Mankind situation crazy, bro. And you're behind it. This was at WrestleMania. So this is what the those $900 seats, this is what they're looking like at WrestleMania. Hold on, man. I'm trying to find this video how far I was, man. Man, if you don't got that zoom on the iPhone, man, you really. All right, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all how far I was, yo. Man, these no and yo, when I went to WrestleMania last year, I paid $6.
Sitting in the nosebleeds.
The tickets I'm about to show y'all right now, I paid $600 a night. So I paid $12 for 2 nights for WrestleMania. Thank God I'm not even gonna cap. I didn't pay that by myself. I had help. I done caught loans. I'm still in debt because now I'm not even in debt. Credit cards got charged off. It was WrestleMania in Philly though, so it was like I had no other choice but to go. But yo, look at this real quick, y'all. I paid $600 for this. This is WrestleMania 40. This was right when Cody won. $600 for this ticket. And I'm zoomed in. You see, I'm behind the, I paid $600. I'm seeing people behind the stage. I'm seeing Jade Cargill. I'm seeing Paul Levesque taking naps in Gorilla. I'm watching the locker room. I'm seeing all the backstage production, all the camera set. I paid $600 to see the camera set up. This was right when Cody won, man. I ain't gonna lie, this was still the best thing, man. I never thought I'd be at WrestleMania. This is what I thought wrestling was gonna go be fire, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm about to shed a tear watching this, man. Because I thought WWE, I paid $6 to go behind. This was the final boss. Watching this is pissing me off because, dog, remember the energy, dog? Remember, like, it was like, damn, yo, wrestling is about to be crazy, dog. I'm up there, man. I'm cold, dog. If you was in the building, you know how cold it was, bro. I got frostbite. Dog, I had on like 5-6 jackets, dog. Like, I was cold. Dog, we seen Cody Rhodes finally win. Dusty Rhodes' son, man, 40 years in the making. He finally finished the story. Everybody's crying. Whoa! Paul Levesque, everybody's hugging, dog. We thought we turned a new leaf. We thought wrestling was back. And when y'all see me snap, it's because of this. It's because of this night where I felt like, dog, remember, I got on YouTube to talk about wrestling, to put wrestling over because I was happy that wrestling was finally being in a good spot, man, and I wanted to be a part of it. I wouldn't have thought in a million years we'll go from this to Travis Scott helping. I don't even want to get into it. It's supposed to be AEW night, but man, basically what I was telling y'all is this is how I had to zoom in like 100 times to even get close, man. But yeah, man, this was like, man, I look at this picture and think, damn, what could have been, y'all. Did you and C-Jax in the crowd that night? Yeah, me and C-Jax was in the crowd, but C-Jax, he was already established. I think he was a lot closer, you know what I mean? C-Jax, he's younger than me, but in YouTube, I see I got like 14,000. C-Jax got like 40-something thousand. In real life, I'm older than C-Jax, but in YouTube, you know what I mean? He's older than me. He's like in his 40s because he got 40,000. So he was able to probably pay the bag to get around here. I don't even know how much that had to be, but I know I paid $6 to be up there. I'm one of the last rows that was 600, and that was before TKO really started doing. Look at that. You only got a few more rows above me, and all of these seats was 6. All of these seats was around 6. Yo, this shit was wild, man. I feel Bobby paid 22, I think. Yeah. I didn't know I was older than him by age. That was a moment. Yeah, this was one of the greatest moments of my life. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. This was one of the greatest moments of my life. And it's also one of the most painful moments because it's also the indicator. This was the first day. This was like the first and last day. This was like the last day of WWE being cool again. And the first day, I don't know, have y'all ever been like blindsided, or if y'all been in fights and you ever got snuck before? I got snuck before, right? I remember I got snuck on a train. I didn't see it coming, and my nose was busted open. I was fucked up, man. But the biggest thing about when you get snuck, it's not even the fact that he hit you hard or anything. It's just a sure shock of surprise. Like when you get snuck, it's like, oh, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And that's what WWE did. Like when I was a kid, when I got snuck on a train, then I got snuck as a grown man by WWE. And WWE hurts a lot worse. Because when I got stuck on a train, right, I was able to get my lick back. You know what I mean? I was able to catch him with my people. And it was like a back and forth thing. You know what I mean? Then we wound up squashing it. And, if you go to school with me, you know this is real. You remember we was fighting De La Salle. Yo, man, I went to this charter school, man. We had to fight this bad juvenile school, man. But that's a long story. But, yo, man, it was like a back and forth thing. WWE, I got snuck. Then I got stopped out for the last 18, 24, 36 months. This has been a continuous stomp out. And it's like, I can't even get up. I can't even heal. I can't even grab my people together. TKO is beating me in a submission with the crap they've been doing. Let me get this off the screen because it's depressing, bro. Did he? Will WrestleMania 50 recapture the moment? It's over, bro. It's over. It's no way. It's no way. Dan, so since I showed y'all this, now y'all got me going in now. I gotta show y'all one more thing. So look, I showed y'all I paid $600 for that, right? Now let me show y'all, if y'all already, the people that don't know, let me show y'all where I was at for AEW. Hold on, so that was when I let me find my AEW videos, man. Hold on. All right, let me see. So I was there with Cody Rhodes. Let me get with Hangman Adam Page. All right, bet. Hold on. Damn, I can't really see when he won. Let me see. But I'm gonna show y'all Hangman Adam Page. The video's not that good. But man, I paid like 6-7 for these. I think it was I don't think it was over 7. But for Hangman Adam Page, dog, I paid like I was able to fly. I was able to actually fly to Texas and, you know what I mean, actually get a hotel, actually miss my flight, actually, you know what I mean, buy food. All of this stuff didn't cost more than 2 tickets at WrestleMania that I already was at. I was able to get flight, hotel room, and be able to travel. I mean, be able to go do other things in Texas. You know what I mean, and try some of their food and all of that in one trip. Over WWE, just getting 2 tickets. I don't even think I hit the concession stand, dog, at WWE. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick, man. Hold on. Let me see. All right, so this is me at the AEW joint, like $350. Not that much, nowhere near that much, dog. I'm on the floor. Hangman Adam Page with it, man. Hangman Adam Page finally. You see, I'm on the floor for like $350. That was crazy. Hangman Adam Page versus John Moxley. That's probably the best live match I ever seen in my life. Let me see. Oh no, I don't got the. I gotta get the part. I don't got the part where Hangman Adam Page. He finally revealed the title, man. The title still had Daniel Bryan's name on it. It was just, yo. Those was two of the biggest moments, you know what I mean? Cody Rhodes and Hangman Adam Page, but you know I'm a WWE guy, but I would say if I had to pick one, like it's like the hardest thing in the world. It's like picking who your most favorite kid, man. I didn't know, Billy. Facts, TKO was piling up on the dead already. Paul Hunter will point his finger at MJF. Yeah, we don't need MJF in WWE, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I would love to see the Rocket get put on him the right way, but I'm scared for anybody to go to WWE at this point. I kind of don't even want them to bring up Obafemi or nothing. It's just like, bro, just forget it, bro. Like we don't want to see nobody go in WWE, bro. The main roster seems like it's just a call for Ricky Starks. Do y'all want to see Ricky, Trick Williams, Obafemi? It's like a call to be sentenced to death, the sentence to being buried alive. Going to the WWE main roster. My best live match gonna be. Oh, you went to Undertaker and Shawn? Damn, I paid $135 for Alexa Bliss in Call of Duty Mobile, so I don't have to. Oh, you play $135? What do you mean for Alexa Bliss? I'm scared for NXT in the main roster. Yeah, we don't need none of that, dog. We do not need that. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can pull up when Hangman won, man. Yeah, when Hangman, he finally lifted the title, dog. This shit was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm very grateful to be at both of these moments, man. Hangman, he finally lifted that title at AEW. That shit felt like, damn, dog. I'm on the floor right there. You see, I didn't even have to zoom in 100 times X, 100X times. And I'm telling you, the vibe there with the AEW, you know what I mean? It's just like, it was emotional. Yo, we finally got to see the title, man. You know what I mean? All in Texas was fire, man. That's why I gotta watch the next show. I'll pay for a show. It just gotta be one of the big ones, because I really like that, yeah, man. There wasn't a soul in there that was like, every single person was, yo, look at how big the stadium was. Every single person was on their feet like, yo, bro, damn, he done it. This was the best match I ever seen live, dog. And not only because of the match, because of the story, man. Like, damn, man, this was fire, bro. TKO, it's the reason Triple Frog got caught. They're gonna get the finger poker dude. It's no reason. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Yeah, man. So I can't wait till the next moment, like Cody and this and yeah. Look at Hangman crying, dog. That was fire. That was fire, man. He finally done it, dog. Like, man, I'm already worried how Paxley booking will be on the main roster. Who Tana Paxley? Who is that? Paul Levesque. It's the reason. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. But yeah, man, I'm about to head up out of here, man. You know, I'm definitely under the weather, man. So I'm gonna still try to get some content together, man. I wanted to make sure, just in case I don't get a video out tomorrow, I wanted to make sure I went live, went over AEW. I did, you know, I go on tangents. I start talking about stuff. I kind of went off script, man. But I'm glad we ended off with just looking back at AEW All In, man. And when Tony Khan says AEW had one of the most consistent years, you know, man, there's a lot of people that's arguing with that, but this has been a very consistent year with AEW, you know, man. So I have high expectations for Full Gear. Tony Khan, he delivers at all the pay-per-views. I'm not expecting nothing less. And I'm expecting some storyline progression, man. You know what I mean? I'm not even tripping on any crazy spots. I'm not tripping on Darby Allin risking his body. I'm not tripping on the steel cage match to be the greatest steel cage match ever. I'm not tripping on John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly to have some crazy... I'm not tripping on none of that. Full Gear is packed with storylines. John Moxley, will the Death Riders get sick and put the knife in his back? I'm interested in that. Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné, will Mercedes Moné finally get the world title, man? I'm interested in that, man. MJF, will we see MJF at the end of Hangman Adam Page and Samoa Joe? I'm interested in that. The women's world tag team, I've been enjoying the women's division of AEW. Blood and Guts put me on notice. I want to see Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir walk out with them titles. You know what I mean? What else? FTR, Brodito. FTR been on a great hill run. We got Brodito. They've been great champions. Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley. This is what I'm saying. AEW Full Gear is packed with storylines. I'm not tripping on any crazy spots, you know what I mean? If I'm not even expecting that at Full Gear, but I'm expecting a lot of payoffs on storylines. The Don Callis family. Will the Young Bucks join the Don Callis family? Are we gonna get some more attention with Takeshi? Oh yeah, will Mark Briscoe take my spot in the Don Callis family? A lot of storylines in Full Gear, man. So, you know, I might be just becoming an AEW nerd, but yeah, I'm trying to be unbiased as possible. If it was boring, like I'll be real, this Dynamite wasn't the most exciting Dynamite. I wasn't expecting a lot either. I already knew, okay, I'm gonna watch Dynamite, I'll go live, but I'm really invested in Saturday. So, you know what I mean? I don't think Tony is making all these decisions. I think wrestlers have a say-so. That's why AEW always deliver. 100%. No charge. Tony Khan is not the one-all, be-all. See, Tony Khan, he owns the Jags. He owns businesses. He understands that you cannot be the only one. He understands the importance of teamwork. And he understands the importance of certain players being a part of your team that actually makes sense. And he said in the interview that it always switches who's in the room because he shows up. He's the common denominator, shows up to every single show. But you got different people. I know you got Bryan Danielson. I know he's a consistent person that has to show up. We got people we probably don't even know. We got superstars, MJF, Adam Page, you know what I mean? I feel Don Callis. I feel like you got certain people that's pretty good with creative in the creative direction, helping Tony Khan. Tony Khan stamping it. He's kind of painting the picture and having other people help out with the, you know, with polish and everything. The build itself is enough. It is, man. I have AEW doll figures of Tay Mello and Anna Jay. Yo, you mad that Tay Mello and Anna Jay lost? FTR getting those titles Saturday. You think Gregory? Oh, God. I kind of want Brodito to win, man. But FTR been on a good hill run. What will you do after leaving the family? Faith said, is this Faith? Faith said, Bobby, what would you do after leaving Don Callis' family? Let me ask you, Faith, do you leave your family? You know what I mean? Say if y'all didn't fall out. Say if you got family, right? I don't know your situation. I know some people got weird situations with their family or they're not on the best terms with their family. But let's say hypothetically, you on the best terms with your family. Your family treating you good. You know what I mean? You can live there. You don't have to pay bills, man. They cooking for you. They cleaning for you. You got a family. Why would you leave a family that's treating you good? Don Callis treating me good, man. Don Callis, man. My phone bill been paid, man. I've been getting paid my allowance well. I'll never leave the Don Callis family, man. I'm putting everything over the Don Callis family does, man. At some point soon, I'll have to shirt up tape. Nah, facts. But yo, good looking for tapping in with y'all, man. You know, it's a late, what is it? A Friday. I mean, it's a late Wednesday, man. Your boy Bobby under the weather. But you know, I'm still coming to bring y'all the content, man. I'm gonna let y'all know if I'm gonna go live for Full Gear, man. I really like y'all, the AEW, the community showing up. And not only that, I'm going to thank everyone. Wolf, I don't even want to start naming names because there's so many people. Gregory, Boxing Point. See, Boxing Points, we're going to get Boxing Points here. Not on the show, because Boxing Points, you keep saying WWE is king. But look, I feel you. I'm a WWE guy, bro. Boxing Points, though. We got to bring you in live. Not on the show. I could link up with him in person, bro. When we link up in person, we got to have this conversation. You keep coming in the chat. You keep saying AEW sucks, man. So I gotta holler at you. We got to have an honest conversation. Or how about this? How about Saturday? How about, because I know you're not too well versed in AEW. Come, let's go watch Full Gear. Let's watch the Full Gear pay-per-view, man. So we can Yo, bro, the chat is going to air you out, bro. Yo, oh my God, bro. AEW has big potential. WWE, but yeah, yo, Boxing Points love WWE, man. Oh my God. But yo, back to what I was saying. I feel like the AEW community been showing up so much. They've been helping me out, filling in the holes. And honestly, above everything, because I started this channel to have fun. Anything I do is based on fun, and if I could monetize off it, that'll be great. But I never try to, you know what I mean? I never been a dude that went off of money, you know what I mean? I've been broke my whole life. I'm cool with being broke. I'm not cool, but I'm, you know what I mean? At the same time, I'm very cool with being broke, but I'm not tripping on no money. I like having fun. I like enjoying my time. And you know what I mean? Even though I'm not too fond off of watch-alongs, I might definitely got to do it for the AEW people showing up. Just don't hold me to that yet, because I don't know 100%, man. I'm gonna fight this cold, man. I'm trying to fight this cold back, but I'm going to let y'all know, man. And, yo, thank you for showing up, man. It's Wednesday night, man. You know, they call it tomorrow Thursday, so if you got work, you got 2 more days to the weekend. If you work the weekend, I feel that, man. But, man, I just want to end off saying always on a positive note, man. You know, there's a lot of crap going on in the world, man. Seriously, especially whether you're on social media, getting underpaid at a job, man. And one of the hardest things to do is just to stay positive, to find the wins, man. Like today, man, I was kind of feeling sick, man. I'm messed up, man. I couldn't go on a walk. I couldn't go in the gym or be active. I'm a worry about recalibrating tonight, but tomorrow I try to always do something to find the wins. What win? Because we can't control life. We're gonna get L's. We're gonna get socked out financially. You know what I mean? We might catch an unexpected hit. You know what I mean? You might find Daryl in your girl phone, man. You're gonna have some unexpected L's. So the L's we can control, we gotta kind of control them, man. The L's we can control, dog, bro. Was you active, man? Did you do anything to take the next step towards your goals? Actually, that's the thing. Whether you even thought about it, whether you wrote something down, you know what I mean. Whether you even just as long as you're taking the next step to whatever your goals is, that's always a small win we could control. We're gonna take big L's unexpectedly. That's life. But if we could focus on the W's we can control, man. We always got to do that. I'm gonna focus on getting better. Friday we got Crackdown. Saturday Full Gear. I got the streams and the content coming for that. So I thank y'all again, man, for rocking with me, man. So the Ruthless Depression era. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, make sure you go to Bobby Bassoon if you want some merch, man. I'm gonna see y'all Friday. If you AEW, I'm gonna see you Saturday. I'll keep you updated on my. Make sure y'all follow my community post tab because I'm gonna put it on there if I'm gonna wind up going live for Full Gear watch along. So yeah, we on it, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow.